playing at that level. And if you could play at that level and we could put a good team around you, there's no reason we're not successful.
I'm going to give you a mulligan, and I'm going to start you off in a clean slate. But the minute I see you fumble and you're not in a contact situation, the minute that you have 6 turnovers within the first 4 games, now we have to have a conversation. Why are you getting paid $30 million? Because $30 million quarterbacks don't do that. At the time
he was paid. Sound like we're handing him like this refined offense. I don't think so.
Yeah, we gave him everything. We gave him everything.
Hey, he's got to do it this year, though. He's got to make an improvement because last year's wide receivers, Tyrell Williams and Brashad Perryman, who didn't even make the team. And then you got injured Quintez Cephas, TJ Hockenson injured. We had an offensive line that was he was still pretty good, even though the backups, but it wasn't consistent. This is the year for him. Look, Jared Goff. If you want to be a Detroit Lions quarterback for the future, you need to go off, or you're going to have me and other people like Dos Dion and talk about, there's quarterbacks in the draft. But it's a big year for Jared Goff. Got to see what he could do this year. No excuses, though. Can't give excuses. I can't say, well, he didn't have this. Well, he didn't have that. He's got it now, so get it done. Just like you guys need in the comment section right now, do hashtag little homie. I want to see everybody do it. There's 58 of you. Do hashtag little homie.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Say hashtag little homie. That's what you say.
I don't want to say that.
And
okay, so go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, well, in addition to that, there's other factors. I could talk about numbers all day. I'm not one of those guys, but I like to watch film. He's notably better at the second half of the season, last 6 games of the season. If he can just have that type of production, which is probably top 15 production, I'll give you a mulligan for last year. You can be my quarterback because all I need you to do is be a top 12, top 15 quarterback. That's all I need you to do. I just need you to be better than Teddy Bridgewater. I just need you to be better. I need your perspective on you to change because Matthew Stafford won a Super Bowl with the team you had. Like I need for you to understand that this is your career. Like most of the people in the league are looking at you like worst overall quarterback. Most of the people in the league have us drafting Levis next year in mock drafts. You need to understand the perspective of what's going on because I believe in you. Dose believes in you. So you need to carry this team. You are the leader of this team. So you need to perform.
Yeah. If Dose believes in him, we're good.
You know I do.
We know
now.
He believes in him, man.
Oh, man.
We know Dose does.
You know I do. I was just I do. I was just going back into that because he did bring it up. $30 million a year. You got to be better than Bridgewater. You got to be better than those quarterbacks that we look at. We say, look, they're moving every year. You don't want to be that guy where it's $10, $15 million because that's where Goff, if you look at his salary, I just did a whole thing on this, but if you look at his salary for the next 2023, 2024, just the next 2 years, where he falls, he's not falling into the category of some of these top paid quarterbacks anymore because they're going to outreach the market. He's going to be in this category if he's above the bridge guys, he's above the rookie contracts, but he's below basically everybody else. So he's going to be in that tier where, to what Avery said, you need to be playing at that level. And if you could play at that level and we could put a good team around you, there's no reason we're not successful. And I believe he will. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. Sorry, I just had to add that in there.
Dose, what do you think about Tim Boyle? And David Blau, are they top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL as well?
Look, I have a look.
How are they on Madden, Dose?
Ooh, now this is a different story. I can get it done with Tim Boyle on Madden. Y'all know. Look. First off, let me just give you a little. Tim Boyle got a little bit of cock in that. I'm just saying he can throw that thing now. Okay, he got a little arm strength, and that's all I need in Madden. Because Boyle's got a little scoot to him. That's what people don't realize. I was playing last year Madden, and people watching. I'm playing with Goff. I didn't realize how much scoot he had. I'm like, all right, you can move a little bit. Then we get to the season, we don't really see that. You're like, where's the scoot at? When you get Tim Boyle, Tim Boyle can move a little bit, and he's got the big arm. So he's creative on Madden. I'll say that. And now, yeah, I may cheat a little bit, move up his ratings. You know, I mean, they give you the option for a reason. What are we doing here? Okay, I can edit the player. Why would I not do that? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'm sorry.
You're like the mad scientist, bro. You're like the mad scientist.
That's what we got it.
I would like to see you show up, because you'd be like one of those fans that would show up to the facility to give them the super secret plan for how they can win all the games. And you'd be like, look, I did it on Madden. Here it is. You'd be like, excuse me, I need to talk to Coach Campbell. I figured it out. And yes, there are plenty of people like that.
Ridiculous.
I got results. This is what I got results. I've won the last 3 Super Bowls on Madden. That's fact. You can take that to the bank on Madden. Let's go. That's what I know. That's what I know.
You had a 20 and some and 0.
Plan, just submit it.
My plan's better than that, though. It's called giving the other team a lot of alcohol right before we live.
Alcohol.
Get them drunk.
That's another option.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you asked a question, MicroMike.
Yes.
How many wins and losses we think Dan Campbell is going to have this year? But I want to switch it a little bit and say, at what point in the season, and this is, at what point in the season do you think it's sink or swim? Like, how many wins does he need to have, let's say, in the first 6 games for you to feel one way or another? Those doesn't count because he'll be happy no matter what. He'll find a way.
In the first 6 games, for me.
First 6 games, let's say. Yeah. What does his record need to be in the first 6 games for you to be excited moving forward?
Excited moving forward. That's a different question.
Okay, excited. So excited to, dear God, here we go again. Give me a spectrum 1 to 10.
Okay, so
10 being the best.
If they go 3 wins, I'll be satisfied. I think that would be 500. If they go 2 wins, I'd be like, can I expect it? You do 1 win, I'm going to say, oh my God, not again. That's exactly where I start doing it right there. You're going to run out of time here. I want them to get to 7 wins. They have to get to 7 wins. You start out 1 and 5. I'm gonna go nuts. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna literally lose my mind. So they can't do. They have to be 2 wins by that point. They gotta be.
But no, I can't answer this question. Y'all continue to go because I
6-0 for you.
What do y'all got? Yeah, I won't answer. Keep going.
No question.
I won't answer. I had
I watched Dose. The day before San Francisco, the day before the San Francisco game. So I had a ticket. We had just got off mission. We were in a mission up north. I just got off mission, and it was the game. So I was so happy. So I got to watch the game. But that Saturday, I watched Dose. Dose was on the live. You were on the live with Let's Talk Lions.
Okay.
And you know, I love this. This is why I love you too. This man say, well, you know, so Dose is like, he's talking to Let's Talk Lions. Let's Talk Lions is on his show. He's like, yeah, I hope they win, but I don't know. And Dose like, yeah, I don't think they're going to win. And I was like, the whole year you was talking about, I don't think they're going to win either.
What?
Say it ain't so.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
I need to pull the tape. That's
Like reality set.
We need to run that back. So I don't know if that's true.
I wouldn't lie on him either.
This dude sound right now. That dude. That sounds like something that was probably because here's what I was gonna say about this. That might be right because here's what it probably is. Here's what I was gonna say about this.
Poor Dose.
When we look at our schedule, y'all saying where do we need to be 6 wins in? I'm looking at it like this. Because of how our schedule set up, I'm gonna be y'all are gonna hate it because I'm gonna be optimistic the whole year. I don't care how we start because I see a stretch here. Now there's a stretch here where I believe in the second half season Lions can rattle 6 straight. So I'm gonna have a lot of confidence. Y'all just need to give me 2-3 wins, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna be a problem because
Dose
I think
is
it's
the guy
after
that we're going to the
Buffalo.
Super Bowl till we're mathematically out.
Oh, absolutely.
Now we still go to the Super Bowl after that.
What are we doing? Hey, you just all you got to do is have a chance. I mean, that's what it's about. I mean, I've seen Dumb and Dumber. You just need a chance. That's all it is.
Just need that chance, man. Hey, the Giants did that. Was that 2007 wild card when they were the 6th seed and beat the Patriots when they were undefeated? So hey, that's true though. All you need is a chance. Doesn't matter where you're at.
That was wasn't it 2008?
Could have been 2008. Yeah, it's around that time.
That was, by the way, that Super Bowl between the Giants and the Patriots was my shining moment.
What did you do?
As someone, so I come from a family that is a lot of Michigan fans, and so because of that, they've decided that they can adopt Tom Brady as one of their own, which I don't agree with, but that's neither here nor there. So I was working for the Lions at the time. Obviously, things were going well, and it was the Giants and Patriots Super Bowl, and the Patriots been undefeated, all of this, and I'm going, you know what? I think the Giants match up beautifully with the Patriots, and the defensive line is going to dominate, and I think the Giants are going to win. This is what I believed. Some other people believe that too, but that was my perspective. I go to the Super Bowl party. Everybody is decked out in Tom Brady jerseys and Patriots stuff, and I, of course, wear my Lions shirt because I'm loyal and I'm a Lions fan, but I am cheering for the Giants. I was the most hated individual at that party. Every time a big play happened, I was jumping up and screaming. The David Tyree catch, I was like up and circling and all this stuff. And I ended up being right. I felt so vindicated. It was amazing. It continues to be my most shining sports moment.
So you're trying to say you know football?
To a degree.
To a degree.
Well,
I got a cool shirt called I Have Bigger Hands Than Kenny Pickett. And you can find these shirts. Tell them at LNUshop.com.
LNU Shop.
Epic. I mean, if you want bigger hands, it's pretty easy. You just got to ask your mom and dad, hey, hook me up with a little bigger hands, before you're born, and it will happen. And all you got to do is the odds. It's literally like you got a 99% chance you have bigger hands than this guy, because Chrissie does. Everyone on the panel does. But you get shirts like that. And if you know football, you can have a shirt that says I know football. That's what Chrissie's got. So LNUshop.com.
Epic.
Epic.
Right,
oh, well.
I have abnormally long fingers, though.
I think, like a make or break year, like I could really go the easy route and say Okudah, but I'm going to say Will Harris. I think, Will Harris is kind of like right now, he's our number 2 guy. He comes into the league out of Boston College, and, he was a safety. And the old regime, I don't think they were smart enough to figure out that this kid couldn't play safety. He was absolute train wreck, that safety. They just insisted on keeping him there. They wouldn't cut him. And then this new regime comes in. They go, look, maybe we have something. Maybe this kid can play corner. And he played a little bit of corner last year. He looked okay playing the nickel. Went outside, he played better. Much better as a cornerback. Right now, he's our number 2 cornerback going into the 2022 season. He's got a little bit of competition going in there, but I honestly think that this is his make or break year. If he can lock down that number 2 spot, maybe eventually lose it to Okudah if that was to happen, or if not, he just holds on to that spot, and all of a sudden we have maybe a number 2 corner on the roster, and we have a good problem, because especially if Okudah starts to develop into the guy that we hope that he becomes. So Will Harris just needs to lock that down. And I think if he doesn't, I think you're probably going to see Will Harris possibly being cut by 2023.
Hey, I'm just going to sprinkle on top a little bit of everything you said and give you one, because I think there's so many players we could honestly choose from here with all the 1-year deals. Oh, I see you, Mike. I see what you're doing. You know what, Mike? That's
watching
great. I'm
man.
looking the wrong way. Look at me. Okay, Mike, that's cool.
Yeah,
but
like,
here's the
which way
thing.
do I go?
I'm looking the wrong way. I'm looking Okay, Mike,
there we go.
Hey, so, Mike, we got to stop. Let's just continue. What are we doing?
Wrong way.
She's looking in the sun. No, I just for the DeAndre Swift point, we hear all the stuff, him bulking up, getting stronger. And then it's just those games, too, where it's like, okay, he only had 7 carries. So you're just like wondering 2 carries, 4 carries. It's like, where is that, right? Why aren't we seeing him more often? And yes, probably being more competitive, you're going to get him on the field more often. So Swift's a great answer. I mean, Mike's was – they've all been good answers. I think Will Harris is a very good answer, because I really like Will Harris at corner. I think he's a very intelligent corner. And now it's about the technique side. So this is a full offseason. Hey, be a cornerback. put that stuff together, because there's a lot of things he could probably clean up there, because I think he has all the athleticism traits to be an actual corner in the NFL. I think he's a corner type. With that, I'll go with and with his contracts up there this year, I'll go with two guys. I'll go with Big V and Michael Brockers, just because of kind of where their contracts are at. Michael Brockers is a little bit tougher because, you know, after this year, even if he plays pretty well, Lions could still look to move, just because it saves cap. They could save $10 million after this year. Next year's his last year on his contract with barely any dead money. So for him, going 33 years old, he'd probably have to play pretty well, but at least maybe he could get a restructure, maybe not a restructure, maybe a little bit of a pay cut, something to keep him around for the vet presence if he does well, which I think he'll improve in this defense, just like we talked about all the young guys. And then I would also throw Big V, because of where Big V's contract's at. Again, this is a guy that after the season, you could save over $7 million with a cut. You'd have $3 million in dead cap. But as a right guard, currently he's paid as a top 10 guard in football. So, I mean, I'm not saying that he's maybe can't play at that level, because I thought last year he took huge steps forward. He was big for Penei Sewell. And I think for him, we look at a lot of players, it can be overlooked with Big V, how much it helps him to just be like, hey, you're a right guard. Let's not, you're a right guard. So I think that's helped him, and going into another year of that should be great. He had his injuries too, but that's another guy I would take a look at. But great answers all around.
Perfect.